how do you run the business? It's really 3 simple things. So the way I ran my business is I used 3 different softwares. It wasn't really hard. So number 1 is I use Calendly. Now, I use Elite360.io now, but when I started, Calendly was the easiest thing to use, and that's how I booked calls. I could also make my application questions for the prospect, right? So when I booked sales calls, I'd say, hey, fill out the form here, pick a time, you're good to go. Super simple. Number 2 is then you have to take payments. Now, I prefer Wave. It's a Canadian-based company. I love it. We win 90-something% of our chargebacks, great dispute team. And for those of you who are watching this saying, I'm never gonna get a chargeback, you definitely will. You stay in business long enough, you'll get those. If you don't wanna use that, a lot of people use Stripe. I hate Stripe. I only use it for low-ticket stuff. I really don't like Stripe. And then if you don't like that, you can use EasyPay. But you have to have a way to take payments. You also want a way that's easy. Using Venmo and PayPal you can do, but Venmo, most people don't want to pay just to Venmo. PayPal doesn't have a great dispute team, so this usually is what I'd recommend. If you can use Wave, do it. I think they have some stipulations where you have to be in the United States at least. I don't know if they let Canadians even use it, which is really weird. It's a great merchant account. I really, really like them. And then number 3 is then Google Docs. So I know this is going to sound crazy, but I was actually running my business up to 300,000 a month, 3-4 million a year off just Google Docs, right? And you can always make stuff harder, but I think a lot of people in business, they get overwhelmed by the stuff they have to do, and then they try to build everything out before they even sell it. And to me, it doesn't make sense to build out all this infrastructure when you really don't need it. When you have these 3 things, you actually can implement everything we've talked about in this video so far. Calendly, or something to schedule a call, merchant account to take payments, and then Google Docs. And the Google Docs, what I would do in the beginning is in your business, have a Google Doc and have a link to every single thing you use. And that's good enough to start. And you probably won't have a very big team, if anyone at all. And as the business expands, then you can go back and make it more advanced if needed. So at this point, you have your offer, you have outreach to people, you've made a couple initial sales, you have your tech stack, you have your fulfillment set up. Now we can decide to go heavy on organic or ads, and here's what I did. If you can pull off organic, right? So we'll just put organic over here, and then we'll put a divider, and we'll do paid over here, all right? If you can pull off organic, more power to you. That's amazing. If you look at my YouTube, I'm actually trying to build a bigger YouTube, but I only have 30,000 subscribers, and I've posted 1 million videos. That's part of the reason why I'm not as big on organic for beginners, because it's less predictable. If you need to make money fast and you don't have a 10-year horizon. So for me, YouTube, I'm gonna do it for the next 10 years. It doesn't really matter if I get big or not. But for you, if you're doing organic and you're not willing to put in 10 years of effort to get it right, and you need to make money right away, and you're posting a piece of content and you get 2 views, 3 views, 4 views, 5 views, you know, your family watches it, that's not gonna help you scale the company. With paid ads, what's nice is you can put $1 in, and as long as you get $2 or more out, it's a winning formula. Now, when you move into paid ads, you have to have a funnel. A typical funnel might be ad to a opt-in page. Opt-in page is where you put in your email, your phone number, your information. You can then run a VSL, which is just a video, okay? And then they can book a call. Another way to run one, and this is one of my favorites, is you do add to DM, opt-in page, so exact same thing, VSL, call. Okay, the reason you wanna have this set up is when you're running ads, and if you've seen one of my ads or anyone's ads, when you click on it, the whole point is to have stuff set up that that individual can take an action on their own. But you don't want to count on them taking an action on their own, because remember, there's 1 million people running ads. So as there's more people running ads, it makes what you're doing less effective, right? So you can run an ad to an opt-in page, you get their email and phone number, they could book a call from the VSL, or you can call them, you can text them, you can email them, you can do retargeting ads. Retargeting ads is when people have seen this page, but they didn't book a call, you can send those people back to it. It's a lot cheaper. That's one way to do it. That's a follow-up process. Or if you run an ad to a DM, you can do all the same stuff, but now you can actually DM people. And one of the things that really helped me be successful and become a multi-millionaire very, very quickly, I was printing cash for years. I mean, I've been printing cash regardless, but the first 2 years is the DMs. I could have a conversation with every single lead or prospect, and most people just don't do it. And because they don't do it, their businesses don't scale. So you want to make sure that if you're going to run ads, you have this set up. Now, if you need help setting this up, you can get a 7-day free trial with Elite360.io. Go through it, and it's going to set up your whole CRM and system. That's what I use.